Hey guys, my name is Diana. Uh, we're gonna do some makeup today. I'm really nervous. This is my first video. My husband had this idea. I've been thinking about it for a while to do a channel. Sorry, I'm out of it. Um, I love watching videos on YouTube of makeup and stuff. I get a lot of ideas. That's how I practice. I'm not a professional. I didn't go to school for this. This is just something that I really like. I'm really into art and stuff. So, you know, this is like blending, drawing on eyebrows, all that shenanigans. This is Abby, by the way. She's my kid. She's eating. She's crazy. Okay. She's all over the place. So yeah, so I used to wear makeup all the time, like every day. Not like crazy makeup, but I had, you know, a face on every day. But you know, had my kid recently, so it's been hard. I've been going out like this, well, covered with like a hat and like glasses and stuff, but been trying to get back into it. As you can see, there's nothing on this face. Sorry about that. So yeah, so this is my spare room. That's where there's a vacuum right there and a printer and a laptop. Yeah, so you might hear my kid in the back because she's eating, and then she'll start talking and farting probably. So yeah, so let's get started. So this is I try a lot of drugstore makeup, by the way. I like to, you know, every time I run out of something, I go and try something new. So this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in cream beige. It's really cheap. I don't know what the price is, but it's like less than like $7 maybe. And I like it, but it smells like paint. Like it smells like paint. So we're just gonna put this on everywhere. Let's see. I don't have oily skin, so I think maybe for oil skin that's not might not be a good idea because it does look kind of like oily. So this is what I've learned so far. This Morphe White Sticks, it's the best brush. It really, it's amazing. So I'm just gonna blend this out. We're gonna run some errands today, so I figured today is a good day to start this thing. Been really hesitant, but hey, I might get one view, I might get none, I might get a crap load, but that's not important. What's important is that this is something that I've been wanting to do, and we're just gonna have fun with it. This is probably gonna be a really like all over the place video because I'm all over the place. For those moms out there, you feel me? We make it work. So we're just blending this out. Let me fix my light here. Make sure you guys go a little bit lower than this wannabe jawline because you don't want to have like that line, you know. Okay. So as you can see, it's like, well, hopefully you can see. It's kind of like, it has a little bit of shine to it, but I feel like if your skin was oily, it'd be like more shiny. But we're gonna use some powder for that, so hopefully it goes away. Alright, that looks pretty good. Then this is gonna be my concealer. This is the e.l.f. concealer thingy. I got this at Target. I don't know how much it was, but it was really cheap, trust me. And this is the shade Fair. So let's put that on. So yeah, so like I said, I like to mess around with makeup a lot. I try a lot of makeup. I've tried, you know, like the MAC stuff, the Sephora stuff. I used to be, you know, all up on Ulta. But now that, you know, I'm a stay-at-home mom, I try to like stay on a budget and, you know, find like good stuff in the drugstore, at Walmart, at Target, because my kids' diapers are more important than me, you know, wearing some fancy schmancy foundation, especially when you can find a good deal. So this is weird, but I like to let this get a little bit like thicker on its own, because you know right now if I blend it, it'll be all over the place. Sorry, I'm like looking at myself, it's weird. So what I do in the meantime is I contour. Now I do have some MAC stuff or whatever you want to call it, because I'm not gonna throw it away, and it's still here and it's still good and it works, and it's some of these are really good investments. So this is the Give Me Sun. It's called the Give Me Sun mineralized skin finish. I use it as a contour. It's probably a bronzer, but I don't know, you can, this light is horrible by the way. There you go, that's pretty good. I also use the Wet n Wild contour palette thing, contouring palette contour in Dulce de Leche. As you can see, this has hit the back, but it works too. But for just, you know, my really everyday look, what I've been using lately is the MAC one. So let's use I do have this MAC brush. I think it's the 100. That's what I see there. This is what I use for the contour and blush, because I'm lazy and because sometimes I like to blend the blush with the contour. It's not really contour. I don't know what it is. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. So what I do is, you see how this brush is like triangle-ish? That's what I like to call it. Triangle, backwards triangle. So maybe, no. I like to use a corner of it because that's what I got. So just take a couple swipes. See, it's on there. And then try to go from here to here. So here we go. This feels really weird, guys. I feel like I'm a crazy person talking to no one with my kid in the back, probably like, what is my mom doing? So yeah, so I forgot what I was gonna say. So contour the forehead on the side like this, because I have a really big forehead. So I guess I might as well tell you guys a little bit about myself while I'm doing this, because you're probably like, yeah, so like, who are you, why am I watching you, etc. So my name is Diana. I'm 26. I'm about to turn 27 in September. I just got married last year. I just had my baby. Her name's Abigail. We all call her Abby. She is 2 months and a half. She's all over the place. She's a crazy kid. She's definitely alive and loud and all that good stuff, which is it's good. So yeah, so I'm married. Married my husband last year. We've been together since April of 2009. I was 18, he was 21. He had just turned 21, so we've been together for a while. So we live here. This is the back part of my parents' house. We're, you know, trying to get it together. We'll get there. Just, you know, right now the main focus is Abby. Okay, so now I'm gonna deal with this. Oh crap, hold on. I'm back. So now we're gonna deal with this concealer. So I have this beauty blender thing. It has like a corner edge thing going on there. See? I think I got this at Target too. I go to Target a lot. Y'all moms know. So there we go. So just try to blend this out. So yeah, so I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I've been scared. But I figured, you know, I'm home, might as well do it. Abby's staring at me. So yeah, I'm a stay-at-home mom. It's weird because I've been working since I was 18, so it's a little weird. At one point was like too uncomfortable, but I like being home with my kid. Right now we can afford it, so it's okay. So yeah, we spend all day together. It's great. I know that's not something everybody can do nowadays, but who knows, maybe I might have to go back to work. We'll see how this pans out. So yeah, so we got the wannabe contour going on. I don't know if this light is horrible, by the way. So yeah, so we blend this out. Then we take, I have this MAC 187 is the brush. This is what I use for the powder. And for the powder, I use the Rimmel Stay Matte. Can you see it? Stay Matte. Long lasting press powder. And this is in shade Sandstorm, which is number 004. And this is just to set this situation here. Yeah. So we take some. I used to like wear liquid foundation and then like the colored, you know, press powder thing, and I still have it, but this is what I find is like, it's lightweight. I like it. I don't look too colorful. By the way, I'm like 5 different colors. My arms are like super dark. My legs are like super white. So yeah, so this is what I do. This is my quick routine. I know it's not that quick today because we're chit-chatting. Let's check on Abby. She's staring at me. All right, figures. So yeah, so we got the powder down. What else? Oh yeah, so with the same brush that I used for the contour, I'm gonna do blush. For blush, I do have the MAC, oh Jesus, you can't even see this anymore. Copper Tone number 4 AC5. I'm pretty sure it says Copper Tone, which looks like this. It's a little orangey color. Let me open it for you. It's a little orangey color, peachy color. Yeah. So we take that corner again and we apply it like right on top of the bronzy whatever contour. I don't know what it's called. Same concept. There we go. I like the darkness, whatever, of I like a more harsh blush, whatever this line is called. Yeah, so let's see. So this is the face. Oh, the nose, of course. I just use whatever's left over. I don't like to be too harsh with it. Because I mean, it looks nice, but in real life, you know, you don't want to be like super contoured at Target, you know. So I probably just leave it like this. Yeah. Then we're gonna do eyeshadow. Okay, so for eyeshadow, I've really been loving the Morphe palettes. I have the 35F, which looks like this, and it's like purplies, browns, gold kind of. Yeah, it's great. And then I also have the Morphe 35W, which has more purple tones. This is what's, and like these tan beige colors, whatever you want to call them. This is a really good color, by the way. I was scared to use it at first, but it's a really good color. And then I got my hands on the Jaclyn Hill palette, which I was like, oh, I've set it up like a timer and everything, and I got it. So here it is. She's beautiful. See? It's an awesome palette. I love it. It's a great investment. The only thing is that mine didn't come with the little paper with the names. So if I ever use this palette on my channel, I'm not going to be able to tell you the names because I don't have the paper. So yeah, so it's great. And then my favorite, my oldest palette that I have is the Naked, which you can see it's pretty old. And this palette, honestly, for those of you that, you know, you never wear makeup, but you don't want to be all over the place, this is a good palette. These colors are great. You can add a little bit of darkness, but these are really for like natural eyes. Just a little bit of shimmer there, which is, you know, I mean, like I said, it's good to have, you know, different options, but for like everyday makeup, I don't think you need to, unless you want to. Which sometimes I do, you know, start messing around. But this is probably my go-to everyday thing. And then when I get, you know, when I get more dressed up, I'll go to the other ones. And then I also have this palette, this is my last one, sorry. The Tarteist Pro. This one was a little bit pricey. It was like 50 something bucks, but I've been wanting it. It's been calling my name, so I got it for myself. And the colors are great too. They smell like, I feel like when I use them, I feel like it's like a Smartie. Like it smells like a Smartie, you know, like sweet. And the shimmers are, this one, oh my god. But yeah, so those are my palettes. Oh, and then I also have like this little, what is this, Lorac thing that my cousin gifted me. It's great too. But yeah, but today we're gonna use the Naked palette because it's an oldie but a goodie. And so let's see what we come up with. So to start off, usually my concealer is my primer, so I just let it do its thing. So I just blend it out with this little brush. This is by Wet n Wild. It doesn't have a number or anything. I think I got this at like the Dollar Tree. Like seriously, has this little dent. I don't know if you could see it right there. Yeah, to like hold it. At first I was like, what's wrong with the brush? But it's to hold it, even though I probably use it like this. I don't know, it's weird. So yeah, so after we do that, I take Morphe M513, M513. As you can see, there's stuff on it, but it stays on there. So we're gonna take from the Naked palette, we're gonna take the color Naked, which is this one right here. And we're gonna take some, and then we're just gonna put it all over our lid, like all over. Don't put so much pressure on the eyebrow bone thing. Mostly right here and the other side. Sorry, I'm like sliding down. Okay. Okay, so that's what we have. And then we're gonna take another brush, which is the e.l.f. blending airbrush, which is this one here. e.l.f. has good brushes too, by the way, in my opinion. And we're gonna take the color Buck, which is this one right here, the 5th color this way, and we're gonna add it to the middle of the eye and then slowly spread it out. I mean up. So we have like a dark to light effect thing going on. Can you hear Abby? So yeah, same thing on this side. Spread it. And then you want to go back with that Morphe brush, the M513, and just like blend it. It's all about blending. It's all about blending. Here we go. Then I told you guys it would be really simple. We're gonna take the color, we're gonna go with Sidecar, which is this color right here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, that's the color that we're gonna use as our shimmer today. So we're gonna use this, what is this, Morphe 169 to pack it on. So which one did I say? Oh yeah, Sidecar. So here we go. Lots of product on there, and we're just gonna put that right next to the eyelash line. Sorry guys, I don't know about terms. Here we go. So all along, and then start going up into the crease. Same thing on the other side. So side to side, and then round, like up to the crease. There we go. And then, like once again, blend it away. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more. I'm gonna go ahead and add this color, Half Baked, to make it a little bit like a different color, because it's all looking like kind of brown right now. So we're gonna add it. Same thing, side to side, and then up. And now this side. So I like to do my eyes at the same time, like not one the whole thing and then the other one the whole thing. I do like same, because I forget what colors I use, and just so I can have like, so I can remember which brush is for which thing, because I'll end up putting like a dark color up here, just, you know, so I can remember. So we're blending here, and then again with that big brush, just gonna put it all together. And that's what we have. Hopefully you guys can see it. It's just like a little, you know, tan color. It'll all come together when once I have eyebrows and stuff going on. So then I'll take Morphe 213, which is this brush here. I like Morphe brushes. I recently purchased a bunch of them and they've been good to me. So with the brush that I just mentioned, we're gonna take some of the color Buck, which is this one right here. Abby's all over the place. Give me a second. Okay, sorry. So color Buck, and we're just gonna put that under our eyes as to not poke ourselves, because that's happened to me a bunch of times. So that's what we have. Okay, it looks better once you have, like, you know, eyelashes and all that going on. So if there's any fallout, I just took a big brush. This is a MAC 150, and this is what I used to, you know, just swipe it out. Okay, so now we're gonna do some brows. Honestly, if there's one thing that people compliment me on, I don't want to sound too cocky, that might come out weird today, but people always compliment me on how, like, the makeup looks on my skin, like this situation, like this, and they compliment me on my eyebrows. They don't look good all the time. Sometimes they're a little thick. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're thin. Sometimes, you know, they're sisters, they're cousins, they're neighbors, you know. But we'll see how it comes out today. I'm just gonna do them, you know, how I normally do them. So what I do is I like to brush them to get some product, you know, out. I do have eyebrows. They're just really light, and they're the same from right here, from the, like, in the middle and then out, like halfway, and then I don't know what happens at the end of it, but this is what I have. So my tip for your eyebrows is use the shape that you got. Don't try to do something crazy, because I've had my good and bad days and tweezing and plucking and all that stuff, and just use what you have and drawing whatever shape you want after that, but just let them be. I have tried a lot of different eyebrow products, but my go-to, this I will never buy a different eyebrow product, is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, and I use the shade Dark Brown. I'm an eyebrow person. This has worked for me so well. I've tried the cheap, I've tried the pricey, and this is, I think it's 18 bucks, but it lasts me forever. Like, I think, see, it's kind of hitting the pan, the bottom of the pan, but probably had this since Valentine's Day, maybe around that time. No, like January. It does get a little bit dried sometimes, like the stuff, the product inside. So what I do is I add, this is really weird, but it works, the MAC Prep and Prime, the Fix Plus. Just spray on like two sprays in there, and it revives it, I swear. Which, by the way, I'm running out. So yeah, and we're gonna use the Anastasia, the brush that comes with it, or I don't know if it comes with it, but this is the 14. Or I also use the, where is it at? Let's see. Well, I guess I can't find it, But I do have a Morphe one. It's the same concept. It has this thing and it has slanted whatever angle thing. So let's do our brows. I am left-handed, so I always end up doing this side first. I don't know if you guys could tell. So yeah, so let me get a mirror for this. So we're gonna do our eyebrows. Can you guys hear Abby? I feel like she's like, what's happening? Pay attention to me, which I am, I swear. But okay, here we go. So I like to start in the bottom. Very lightly. So that's the bottom. So like my mom used to study, she used to work at a beauty salon, she studied cosmetology. So she told me that your eyebrow should start where your eye starts, which is right here, and end when you do this with like a brush. So like, see how there it is. I don't know, just like this angle here. And the high part of it, like the hill, whatever you want to call it, in between. So right there. So like how they are right now, but sometimes, you know, like to get all over the place. So this is what we have right now. So now I do the top. Here we go. Hi, Abby. Hi, Abby. You want to talk too? So this is what I have so far. I did the top and the bottom, and now we fill it in. I don't put so much product in the beginning right here because I don't have that many hairs, eyebrow hairs. So we'll just blend that out. You'll see. So here we go. Just fill it in. And then once we have that, I just use the little, what is this called? I don't know what it's called, but I just use this and like blend it. And then I always do this. I like with my finger because I don't like a harsh line where my hairs are like lighter. So that's our brow. That's the big, you know, thing. But I will say once I do this one, it's probably gonna change because I gotta get them to match, and this one's a little bit trickier to do. So let's see how it goes. So once again, take a little bit of product, and we're gonna do this side. Okay, so we have kind of, oh, it's already gonna be different. Okay, let's keep going. Oh God. Oh God. All right. We can do it. Concentration is real, y'all. It's all over the place. Let me see. My kid sounds weird. Okay. Let's. sometimes I do draw a little bit in the bottom just to get them to match up. Not a lot though, just to like even them out. This is a good eyebrow. Maybe it's because I'm left-handed. It always comes out good. And I always have to ruin it to match this one. So whatever crap I do on this side, it has to match this side. So this is what we have so far. And then remember, we blend this middle part, or this inner part. Blend it, and then we get rid of this harsh line. Blend it. So this is what my eyebrows look like. This is a big I don't think I bragged about it, but this is the greatness that I can do sometimes when all is well. My baby's crying, so give me a second. Hi, Abby. Hi. Come on. Alright, so yeah, so those are the eyebrows. We're just gonna leave them like that today. This is not a very speedy tutorial, whatever thing, but I have to explain myself. But okay, so this is what we have. What are we doing next? Oh yeah, I do setting spray so I can do the highlight, and so I can do the mascara after, because if I do the mascara and then I do like I spray, the mascara is like ugh. So I did used to use the Max 6 Plus, but I'm not gonna buy expensive stuff no more. So what I use is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray and Set Makeup Extender Setting Spray. This thing, I don't know how much it was, but I think it was like 11 bucks, 12 bucks. I don't know. You gotta check that out. And then sometimes I use the Make It Dewy Setting Spray from Milani. I only use this when my skin feels dry, because I have really good skin, but when it's cold outside and like the cold air hits my face, I get like bumpy, like my skin gets irritated. Like during the holidays, my skin is not that great. The rest of the year it's pretty good. So sometimes I use this, or you know, like it says, when you want to make it dewy. But for the most part, this is my go-to. So we're gonna spray it. Whew. It does not taste good. And for highlight, what are we gonna use?